Hey, it's Matty P. Hope you're safe and enjoying this crazy quarantine life we're in right now. This video is about my last couple weeks. I was in Indonesia when coronavirus things started going crazy. I was supposed to stay until the 12th of April and ended up running out of the country on March 21st, a few weeks early. So I usually base myself in Indonesia for the winter for at least 2 or 3 months. There's a whole bunch of reasons. One of them working as a freelancer, whether that was in my sales job or doing videos. January, February, March was always a very bad time for making money. Sometimes my income would drop by 70, 80%. So to relieve that, I could rent out my place in Toronto. I can go to Indonesia, live on about $1,000 a month, and basically that rental income covers the whole trip. So rather than being in a Canadian winter and stressed about finance and instead I'm hanging out in Indo. I'm surfing every day. The people there are awesome. The food's great. It's super cheap, and can just enjoy my life. So this year was similar. I had plans to go stay a few weeks in Sumatra. Then I was going to meet my lovely girlfriend in Thailand, and then I was going to do another 10 days somewhere else in Indo, kind of unplanned. So her flight got canceled. Things started getting very strange. Then I felt like, okay, well, I'm at least going to ride this out here. There's no point in paying extra money for a ticket and getting stuck at home in Canada. I might as well ride this out. But then I couldn't get a visa. I had a 30-day visa when I landed, and normally I'd fly to Kuala Lumpur, do a visa run, come back after 24 hours. But I was stuck. So the first part of the video that you're going to see is me trying to get a visa run done in Banda Aceh, in Aceh province, north part of Sumatra. And the second part is basically of my escape after I realized, okay, things are getting weird. I really do not want to get trapped here away from my loved ones, especially if I'm going to get quarantined if I land anyways. I could be away from the people I care about for 2.5 months, and it was supposed to only be a few weeks. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. It is kind of random. I shot most of it on my phone. The stuff you've been seeing is just pretty shots of Indo from my good camera and my drone. And yeah, I hope you're staying safe during this crisis too. So bless up, have a good one. Hey, it's Matty P. I'm in Sumatra, Indonesia, Aceh, the very northern tip of the island. And things are going kind of crazy in the world right now with coronavirus. So my original plan was to meet my lovely girlfriend in Thailand and spend some couple weeks on vacation. And her flight got canceled, and with all the travel advisories not to go anywhere, I'm now here, but my visa's running out in 7 days. So the plan was to leave the country and enjoy Thailand. Now I'm here and I need to extend. So normally you can get a 30-day visa. You can extend up to 60 if you buy something called the visa on arrival, which I did not because my plans were different. So I'm going to go beg and plead at the immigration office. I just had to go to this insanely sweaty, hot printing place that I could barely get working because it didn't want to recognize my SD card. Had everything perfectly organized on there. So anyway, I did figure out a way to finally get it printed. And now I'm going to drive from the small village I'm in about half an hour into Banda Aceh, which is the bigger city here. So wish me luck. I hope it doesn't rain. It's a nice afternoon. And yeah, I'm really hoping this goes smoothly because with all the craziness in the world right now, I don't want to do a visa run and get stuck somewhere. So worst case scenario, I will go to Kuala Lumpur and fly back after 2 days and wait it out here for another month until things calm down. And good case, I will get this visa thing done. So wish me luck. Well, that failed quickly. 10 minutes and it's gonna dump. I just gotta wait it out here. Okay, it stopped raining for now, although I'm still in deadly danger, as you can see by the clouds if I'm trying to get home. Very gray, but yeah, this is the immigration place. And it closes in 1 hour. Definitely looks friendly on the sign. Damn. Okay, got rejected pretty hard. No love. They do not care about coronavirus or people traveling. They said go talk to your embassy. I don't believe there is one here. I'd have to go to Jakarta. Jakarta is kind of on a lockdown. So I'm gonna have to do secondary plans and go to Kuala Lumpur or maybe Penang. So the flights are cheap, $30, $40. You have to stay 24 hours and then you can come back. So I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm in Banda Aceh right now. I might get a sweet sunset. I'll fly the drone around, take some shots, and hope I miss the rain. So it was worth a try. I'm really trying not to travel right now, but this is my only option. So silver lining is I can get a visa on arrival when I come back, and my visa will come with 30 days. And if I want to extend, I can buy the visa on arrival, and I will have the chance to have 60 days if the world goes crazy and I need to stay here. So fingers crossed it doesn't happen and I get to go home, but it's always nice to have a plan B. So I'm in the mall now, Matahari Mall. I'm gonna see if I can get face masks at least now that I have to do this journey to Malaysia, and maybe some hand sanitizer. Stock up, might as well, before shit hits the fan here as it may. Well, I found my zone. Man zone. Okay, so in the mall, they actually had one of those head scanners to test your temperature. So that's pretty interesting. That's the first time I've seen this on this whole trip in Indonesia. And it is March 16th right now. Tried my hardest, no visa. It was interesting to see though, the guy doing heat sensors at the mall. I had no luck finding any masks or hand sanitizer, and it seemed like other people were looking as well. I asked a few people with masks where they got them, and they're like, Habis, it's done. So people are preparing here despite there not being a case yet. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. Luckily, people are quite calm, although there's definitely a lot of people not doing the social distance thing. So I tried my hardest. I am now gonna hang in the village and lay as low as I possibly can. I am not going to Banda Aceh anymore. And I'm just gonna wait this thing out as best as I can. So best of luck to all of you and stay safe.
The week after trying to get this visa thing sorted was very strange for me, as I'm sure it was for most people mid-March 2020. My plans to go get a visa in Kuala Lumpur completely blew up because Malaysia was on lockdown, not letting any flights in. I couldn't really stay in Indonesia. I mean, I guess I could illegally, but I'd be paying $50 a day US every day I overstay the visa, which was for an undetermined amount of time. Plus, they might ban me from returning to Indonesia completely. And then my flight to Philippines got canceled. So my flight that was supposed to be 3 weeks later to get home, half of those flights were canceled. So what was I going to do? We ended up deciding to get a ticket. It was really weird. Flights were $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 and very limited options. And every time you try and book them, they wouldn't go through, or it was like the internet was broken. The websites were crashing. So we finally ended up getting a flight. It was about $2,000, a ridiculous journey from Banda Aceh to Jakarta, to Tokyo, to Vancouver, to Toronto. Pretty ridiculous, but that was basically the only option at that point if I wanted to get home at the time that I intended. I'm here, Banda Aceh Airport on a Saturday. It is very quiet. It is the quietest I've seen it. Normally this is a big hub for people going to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and then going international from there. All the international flights have stopped, and it's just a couple flights to Jakarta or Medan. So I'm waiting for my flight to Jakarta and having a bit of food. And yeah, so far it's just starting to feel weird in Indonesia. I mean, I hear about how it is everywhere else. That's why I ended up booking a ticket to get out of here. I couldn't get my visa extension. Just gonna do a little mini vlog updating. Got a bit of food here, some coffee. Just trying to enjoy my last time in the warmth here. Oh yeah, in the domestic lounge here, waiting for the flight to Jakarta. It's pretty quiet. There's definitely some people though. There's a lot of advertising or propaganda featuring the president talking about the coronavirus in cartoon format, kind of interesting. And yeah, a lot of the seats have these little signs on them saying to leave space. So there's no cases in Aceh as of yet today, which is March 21st, but it's good to see that they're taking it seriously. So yeah, feeling pretty good so far. Looks like the flight's still coming, and I really hope I don't get stuck in Jakarta, but I'm overnight there. So far so good. Happy to even get step one going on. I had half a feeling I was gonna get trapped even in Banda Aceh. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
To other electronic devices.
10 people on this
You are
flight,
seated in the
maximum.
seat with airbag
It's so
seatbelt.
empty.
You are kindly
There's probably
requested
more
to read the
staff
airbag
than
seatbelt
actual
safety card
passengers.
available in your seat pocket
Very strange.
or inside the literature
Although I do like
rack.
the browns. Brown and
Thank
turquoise.
you, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Yeah, so we're in domestic terminal. It's pretty quiet. There are definitely more people. I'm not the only Westerner here, unlike Banda Aceh. Just gonna get the luggage. I'm gonna get the SkyTrain to Terminal 2 where I booked a hotel for the night. Look at this. Love when it's easy. That was fast. 1 minute. SkyTrain. All right, this looks like it. Seems pretty simple. I'm supposed to go to 2E, and it's supposed to be right above, so I think I'm right in the right spot. Pretty simple to get around. I have been to Jakarta before, but it was a few years ago, so I definitely don't remember exactly. I do see some A&W hamburgers. Wow, it's been a while. Haven't had a hot shower for a month. Definitely haven't had a burger. Maybe there's some good Indonesian food I can get too, obviously. That'd be nice, as I'm going back to Burgerland, North America. Awesome. Terima kasih. So it looks good. It's only like $60. You can definitely get cheaper, but this is right in the airport. I just didn't want to deal with anything. There's enough nonsense traveling, so yeah, this is fine with me, and should be nice and easy to get to my air spot tomorrow, to the flight. Looks like I got a terminal view. Yeah, pretty sweet. So one night here, flight's not till evening tomorrow, but should be sweet. So in Jakarta Airport, just went for some breakfast. Still seems business as usual here. I'm in the domestic terminal right now, and yeah, just got some tea. Gonna hang out. I have an entire day. I'm gonna see if I can convince the hotel to let me stay longer, and then I don't have to be just sitting in a random airport spot, or maybe they'll let me use their lounge. But yeah, just gonna stay productive, try to kill the day, and get through the next 14 hours before this flight goes. But I am checked in, so things are looking very positive. You get these massive teas. It's really good. This looks good. Just not normally my breakfast go, but what can you do? There's definitely a lot of mask wearing going on. I'd say probably like 50% in the domestic terminal, maybe even 60. Been hanging out all day, not doing a whole lot. Big old nap. I ended up playing a poker game with a bunch of friends from Canada. And 12-hour time difference, so they're all having drinks at night, and I'm here in the morning on a very slow connection, losing every hand. But anyway, I got through the day. Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, normally if I had 24 hours in Jakarta, I'd be running around, but there's a state of emergency in the city because of the COVID virus, so better to just chill in the hotel. And now I got to get out of here. It's about 6 o'clock. I'm gonna make my way to Terminal 3 and be nice and early for this flight because I really do not want to get stuck here. The closer I can get to Canada, the better I'm gonna feel. And yeah, Tokyo tonight, quick layover, then Vancouver. So that's it. It's been a slice. Thanks, Jakarta. Keep my distance. Everyone's down that way. I got all over here. So many canceled flights. Very, very strange. But the airport's still relatively busy, I'd say. Just getting some satay, soursop juice, pretty good. Had some green vegetables called Cancun, dark green. Trying to stay as healthy as I can. And yeah, the gate's not open yet. I still have 6 hours to kill, something like that. But it is on schedule. Things are looking up. So potential problem, the ticket that we booked gets me to Tokyo, but it sends me to Haneda first, and then I have to get to Narita on the other side of town. So luckily, I think there's 7 or 8 hours in between. I got to figure out how to get a train from one airport to the other, and it's probably going to take a couple hours. So fingers crossed I can do this. You can normally get like a 1-day visa if you're arriving same day in Japan, but with the coronavirus thing, I don't know if that's going to fly. So I really hope I don't get stuck in Japan, but we're gonna find out, I guess, in about 8 hours. I've snuck into this lounge here. It's pretty calm, not many people around. Hour and 40 minutes before I board, so we're getting there. Getting closer. Just did a whole bunch of research with my girlfriend about can I get into the country. You know, we booked it all through aircanada.com. It's all on one ticket. I just had this weird transfer in Tokyo. So as far as we can tell, I'm allowed in the country, and I can get from one airport to the other in about an hour and a half. Good. Look at that. Thank you. All right, so it looks like I can definitely get from Haneda to Narita, thankfully. Had a question mark on that one for sure, but nice to see your name, someone telling you what to do. Go get a bus ticket. I think I can handle that. A really smooth landing in Tokyo, got my luggage in 1 minute, got a visa for 90 days, and now I just gotta get the bus over to Narita. So, gotta love Japan. Everything is so organized, so smooth. They're just on top of everything. It's a pretty amazing country. Okay. I made it to Narita. Very easy to get to from Haneda. You walk right out the customs basically, pick up your bag, and there's a place to buy bus tickets. It's about $30 and takes an hour and a half, and the bus terminal's right outside, so very easy. Now I've got like 7 hours to kill in Narita. the airport that's way out of town, the more international one. So hopefully I can get some good ramen. That's gonna be my mission for the day. It's only 11 in the morning, but I'm having some breakfast ramen. It's too good here. Of course, right to the source. Pork noodles, green onions, bit of seaweed, looks like some bamboo in there. Wow. Damn. So I got through security very quickly. It's not too busy in here today. I ended up leaving my surfboards in Indonesia. As sad as it was to leave them, it would have been a huge pain in the ass to travel with them, even just to Jakarta, and good thing I didn't bring them because that transfer from Haneda to Narita, although it wasn't too bad, I would hate to have to carry around a huge board bag. So realistically, I won't use them until next year anyway, especially the way things are going, and I got a bunch more boards at home, but yeah. Another excuse to come back to Indo next year, hopefully, fingers crossed, if things start improving. So that's it. Getting to Canada tonight, can't believe it. Been traveling since Saturday around 1 o'clock, and it is Monday night right now. And I got another about 24 hours to go, I think. So landed in Vancouver here, and definitely some people making you aware of COVID, telling you about your 14-day isolation that you have to go into, that I'm about to go into now too. I gotta say though, as far as information goes, Indonesia did a way better job in Banda Aceh and Jakarta, and a lot of the staff here is not even wearing masks. Like all kinds of stuff. None of the border guards are wearing masks. Some of the staff pointing people's way around, giving them directions, information. So there's been no cases in Banda Aceh yet, and that airport was already totally on it compared to Vancouver here. It's very interesting to see. My beautiful girlfriend drove my car here for me to pick up, and she's letting me stay at her house, and she's gonna go stay at her mom's. Like, what a amazing person. As you said. Okay, crazy time.
That's my mom's phone.
Bye. Bye. Keys are in the dash?
Keys are inside.
Yeah, okay.
So the key you have a phone.
All right. I'll call you soon.
Okay.
This is the weirdest thing ever. I can't go near my girlfriend. I have to stay away for 14 days. This is so strange. And no one in the airport seems to be taking it serious. Not no one, but staff or whatever. So, such a weird time. So, I'm heading to her apartment by myself. It's been almost, I don't know how long. I'll figure it out once I get there. That was an extremely long trip, but I made it back in one piece. And with all things considered, relatively smooth. I was really thinking there's going to be some problems with transferring in Japan when I realized I had to go to different airports, or if they'd even let me in, or if Canada wouldn't let me in because I'm visiting Japan. I left, I think Canadian time would have been 1 a.m. Saturday morning, and it is currently 10 o'clock Monday night. So if I do the math on that, and I'm not a math expert, but it would have been around 70 hours getting home. So Lhoknga to Banda Aceh to Jakarta to Tokyo Haneda to Tokyo Narita to Vancouver to Toronto to home downtown, or my lovely girlfriend's home that she's generously letting me quarantine in. It's very strange times, as I'm sure everyone is aware, whether you're in Europe or Asia or North America, shit's getting weird. It's kind of concerning to me, especially for Canada, because even a week ago when I was trying to get my visa extended in Banda Aceh, Indonesia, a little 300,000 person town in Banda Aceh. They were doing heat scanning in the mall before I even went into this pretty shitty mall. They were testing people for temperature. When I went to Jakarta, they did the same thing before I got into the airport. Everyone in Jakarta, all the staff, all the security, all the cops, everyone's wearing masks. There's hand sanitizer everywhere. All the restaurants where you could tell were doing an extra good job of cleaning. When I got to Vancouver, none of the border guards are wearing masks. Half the staff didn't seem to be wearing masks. The people working at the restaurants and cafes, most of them didn't have either. They're doing no kind of heat testing. They basically just say, hey, remember to quarantine yourself for 14 days. And then you can basically, get right off the plane, walk right out in the city and go hop on the Union Pearson Express or get on the subway or call an Uber or anything. So it's really weird. I don't know how they're going to monitor it here. I really hope that Canadians and Americans are going to be smart enough and follow the rules put in place to prevent this and flatten the curve as everyone's talking about. But it's been a really weird 3 days. So right now, it seems like, from what I've seen, Asia's gonna get a handle on it. Maybe even Indonesia, despite everyone saying they're not prepared. They were doing a hell of a lot more than they seem to be doing in Canada so far. And this is coming into Vancouver and Toronto airport. So anyway, we'll see. Call your loved ones, tell them you love them, take care of each other, eat well, don't drink too much. Maybe eat some edible herbs, I don't know. Spend the time wisely, do some meditation. I got tons of editing to do. I'm not worried. I'll get tons of stuff done for my other channel. But anyway, stay safe out there.